Hello everyone, welcome back.
Here!
How are you? Guys, we hit the 700 mark and still no drop with 4 slots. But I knew it will take time. So, guys, let's continue, shall we? Let's go. Okie dokie, let's go back to our Skell. He's already in place. I just move it a little bit. So now I think I'm within the odds. I finally reached the odds. And I got a drone. Ah, it would be too good. It would be extremely lucky if that one was the one. This takes time, seriously.
They see me straight to see the screw. Hey, hold still!
Is that it?
An exemplary battle.
Yeah. It's beat the guy, beat him again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
You need to fight back.
Don't stop until we drop 21.
Forward! Take this! Good luck dodging this!
But damn, I wasn't expecting it to be. I not say long, not in terms of kills, but in terms of time. I really thought that maybe I would be able to beat it 5 per minute, but that's not what's happening.
Good enough.
Let's keep it up!
Seeing the weapon and everything like that, I don't even know if I increased the counter this time, but less. Doesn't matter really that much. But it is increasing 700.
They've seen us!
This may be the longest farm I've done in this game, in all the playthroughs. Well, when I was farming the first disc bombs, I was beating 5 Mizadi at the same time. It took a little bit of time. But because it was 5, well, it took a little bit.
Good enough.
But I had more than one. I have 4 possible 4 opportunities per kill to get per skill to get the disc bombs with the trademark. Even the enemy missiles took a little bit, but damn, this one is taking time, guys. Let me tell you. But seriously, I would really love to get a drop with 4 slots while recording. I've been recording in the meantime, but it's not the same thing as getting the drop while I'm doing the proper video. But again, like I said, I think on the first episode of the farm, with drop rates so low, it's possible that I don't get the drop I want.
Power up button.
Is that it?
Let's keep it up.
It's possible, and that's kind of sad. Because the thing about low drop rates that I don't like is that you are not rewarded by your. You may not be rewarded for your investment on the game.
Good enough.
I suppose
That's the thing I don't like. You can maybe pass hours, days, weeks, months, maybe even years trying to get one thing and don't get, and then it comes someone that has a little bit of luck and maybe pass 30 minutes and get the same thing. Damn, I invested so much time and I don't get, and this guy arrives here and oh, look, I got it! It's insane. I actually had that kind of experience. The two sides of that story. I once played a mobile game, an MMORPG, called Torrent Online. I don't know if you guys know about that game. The game is actually not bad. And the thing is, it's not pay to win. There are microtransactions on the game, but it's more like for skins. Then those skins have a very small bonus that can help a little bit, but that's not the most important. But it's not pay to win. So I actually like it, and I remember one time I wanted a drop. If you play that game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's an X-stall. Each boss has a crystal that can drop. That has I think it's 0.08 or 0.06 drop rate. I don't know. It's insane. Insane little.
They've seen us. I've been
And I was farming for the drop. And I will the full run will take me maybe around 20 to 25 seconds, and it took me 3 weeks or something to get it. I was playing maybe 3-4 hours a day or during the weekend. It was almost all day at the time.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
I didn't have much to think about, so I kind of had time for that, and I played and killed and danced. Always trying to farm. I don't know what. I know that more than 2,000 kills, way more, until I got it. It was insane how much time it took. Another time, I was in a party. In that game, you can have parties of 4. I was in a party farming some mobs for drops to sell for money, and we were all high level. I think we are all at level cap at the level cap of the time. It was some kind of bots, and we were using AoE magic. And nearby, at the time I didn't even knew about that. There was a mini kind of a overworld, not world boss. Name of the enemy, let's say it like that, like a mini boss. Usually almost each map has something like that, or most of them on the area.
I hope I did my part.
And I don't know, I didn't even know. I didn't even knew that enemy was there. The only thing I noticed is I was casting my spells, and for a second I saw the enemy appear on my screen, and then he's dead. Because, like I said, we were 4 people attacking, and we were very strong at the time. I killed it one single time, and I got the crystal.
Personally, I want to be.
I just remember I saw the monster disappear, and I saw the crystal appear on my screen, and I remember going to the chat of my party and say, "Hey, I got the Xenoblade," and someone said, "Damn it! I passed a month trying to get that thing, and you got it on your first kill." Yeah. It was kind of insane, and that's the thing. That's the example. That person that was in my party passed a lot of time farming for that until he got it, and I was there. I killed it one time and got it. I wasn't even trying. That's another thing that I don't like with low drop rates. Those kinds of situations. I understand that luck.
Is that it?
I suppose I'm getting used to this.
Has something to do with the game, of course, but even then it's sad when you're there farming and you can't have you don't have the drop you want when you invested so much time already.
Launching missile! that it?
Let's keep it up.
3. Ah! 3 drops in one go and nothing. 721 kills. Seriously, game! Give me something! I think I deserve it already.
Power up button.
The thing is, I think it will drop directly 4 slots. Because I don't see anything different in the weapon on itself saying that I can have slots until I got 4. I don't know if the weapons I got from here, if they have something that gives us the possibility of having a 4 slot instead of only 3. So I may be here fighting when I already maybe needed to only get a disc bomb from here, but I don't think that's the case. I really don't think, because I think the names are the same. Attack, GP values, all the same. I think it's only on the additional effects that instead of having a max of 3 slots, I can have 4. I think that's the case. I added now the link for the Gamefaqs post on the Discover that the possibility of getting 4 slot weapons drops to the video already on the first video of the farm.
Is that it?
I suppose I'm getting used to this.
Because I didn't add it when I uploaded the video, but now it's on. By the time it gets online, it's already in the description, so you can see.
Seems we've been found out. What now?
Wow! Yesterday there's something that cool that happened. I went to the Gamefaqs after quite a bit of time, and I had a personal message, and it was a user. Well, let me see, because I think at least I should say the name. Let me only kill it.
Good enough. Put the lunchbox away, would you?
So, shoutouts to the user Kegmak. He sent me a message to thank me for the spreadsheet for the Persona 3 Reload that I've made. He said that he didn't want to use a guide for playing the game, but he wanted to have access to information that could help him through the playthrough. And it said that my spreadsheet was perfect. It really felt good, because I created the spreadsheet like I do for a lot of games. I just posted online because it could help, or just in case it could help other people. Apparently people like it, if I'm not mistaken. It got sticked on the game, on the Persona 2 Reload Gamefaqs. I posted it on the Steam too.
I hope I did my part.
And I know that people like it, but even then, he said he sent me a message, because even if the post is sticked, it's already been archived. He can add messages, so he sent me a personal message thanking me. It really felt good. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Again, when I do the spreadsheet that I put it online, is not I put it online not search for thanks from people or validation. I just put it because I already assembled the information, so it may the same way is useful for me, it can be useful for other people. I've done the same with Freedom Wars this year, but Freedom Wars I put an immense quantity of time on that freaking spreadsheet. The thing is, there's not a lot of information about that game, and some of them is dispersed.
Good enough.
this personal internet is not is not easy to search for info on that, and so I tried to assemble the maximum quantity of info I could, and I have info there that I didn't. So I even do I not only done a drop list for that game, I even created images to show which part of the monster should be attacked for a specific drop. And I tested elements. I've done some damage tests, but I like it. I still like the game, but I played the original on the Vita when it came out. I think it was in 2013 or 2014, around that time.
Good enough.
I hope I did my part.
And I really liked the game. And once he got announced that he will release the remaster, I told I will get the game. I won't even think twice. I want that game, and I played it. But they made some changes on the mechanics, and they nerfed the weapons, not by much, a little bit, but it was. But for the people that played the game original on the Vita, they notice the difference. The difference is in the weapons. They started doing some weapon balances, I think, in updates from April onwards. I was expecting to see them raising the attack power of some weapons a little bit, but until last month, I think. There were balances, more like clip size, quantity of ammo you get when you pick up weapon ammo, but not increasing damage. They added one thing that added the possibility that when you get a weapon, it can have a small bonus to one of his perks, like a little bit more power, a little bit more critical rate, and things like that. And at the beginning, when the game came out, the critical bonus, they called it. How is it called? Not the game. The fans that called it. I think they call it. The fans decided to call it mutated weapons, something like that. They have a gold knock on the weapons, and the critical one was insane. It didn't increase the critical rate a little bit. It increased it by quite a bit, and it was excellent. It was very good to play at that moment. But then, oh no, that's a bug. We'll nerf the effect. And seriously, not only I continue to play until I finishes the playthrough and things like that, and I'm still going there to see if they made any change. But the game lost a lot of players once they made that change. And it was kind of sad because I really like that game, and I would like the game to succeed, because I would really like that they made a second one. For those of you who don't know, you may know. What's it called?
They've seen us.
No, it's not. Not God Eater.
Keep it up.
God Eater. Yeah, I think that's. I think it's God Eater. No. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, God Eater. I think it's this. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that it's the same company that does that. I actually think Freedom Wars came first. And that God Eater is kind of a spiritual successor, because it has some similars. It has actually guns. Imagine Monster Hunter. You have the melee weapons, but you have a second gun. like rocket launchers, snipers and things like that. That's God Eater and Freedom Wars. And in it's only that in Freedom Wars the enemies are robots or humanoids. But I really do like that game.
Seems we've been found out. What now?
So I would really like that they revert that update. Because again, it lost a lot of players at that time. And they didn't done much to compensate a little bit. I understand that they say, oh no, people will use the same weapons, will only use the weapons with that bonus. And once they nerfed the effect, they should have tried to compensate in some way or another. Raise the power of some weapon. That's why I'm talking about the power. But they, at the time, they didn't do that. That's why they lost a lot of players.
I've been saving this one.
Because there were other problems. Some AoE boxes from enemy attacks that were insane. There's the dragon, and he has a kind of dive attack. The range of that attack was absolutely BS. And they started to work on that. So I would really like that they range. I need to turn my PS5 on to see if they they've done a new update this month, because from April onwards, I think it was on the 3rd or on the 3rd or on the 4th of the month, they will launch an update. So I don't know if they launched a new update this month. I need to see. Does anyone want to make bets on how long it will take for me to get the freaking drop? Because we are right now at 748 and nothing to show. Zero, nada, niente. Nicholas. And I'm not talking having the drone with the 4 slots. I'm talking any weapon with 4 slots.
How did they see it?
Only for me to know if it really exists.
Good enough.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Because again, I already passed the odds.
They've seen us.
I'm here doing the episode showing you me beating the same monster over and over again. And I would really like to have something to show you guys, because even if I already, once I read that they talk about 800 something kills, I'm approaching that and I don't have anything. Slowly I'm starting to doubt that exists actually. But again, I know it takes time, but I would really like to see something. And I would really like that it will be directly the drone that will drop its 4 slots. It would be way easier if there were less possible drops per enemy. If it was an enemy that only dropped drones, that would be insane. And if one day they do an X2, I do hope that they create a way for us to limit the type of drops we get, like we can do it with weapons for our characters. We can increase we can increase the chance of getting a specific type of weapon. it doesn't guarantee, but it increases. For example, in the scale for scale weapons, I would say maybe the element. So what I'm searching for is, for example, a thermal weapon. So if I increase that, and that monster and that enemy has 4 possible drops, and only one of them is thermal, so I would increase the possibility of getting that weapon. And if I have more drops, it will increase the chance of getting the perks I want, because I have more drops of that said weapon. Increase the manufacture, because yeah, weapons are built from different manufacturers. So imagine for example, the end missile the beam ones that I use is from Meridian, so I increase Meridian drop chances, and that will make it a little bit quicker to get the perk I want, because I have more drops of said manufacturer, things like that. Speaking of which, I do hope that we have something similar on Borderlands 4, because from what I see, I think that would be insane if you want a specific weapon with the part system that they implemented now. That re-implemented. I think it's similar to how it worked in Borderlands 1. Legendaries are legendaries because one of the parts that one of the components of the weapon is a legendary part. I think that's how he is considered legendary.
One day I want to build one from
And
scratch.
people already complained about getting exactly what they wanted in Borderlands 3 because of the anointments. But at first sight, I think that in Borderlands 4 will be even worse than that.
I've been saving this one.
And I do hope that they balance the parts a little bit, because there are parts that are really not useful at all. And the difference between normal parts and having one of the parts you want, only one, that can make the weapon 10 times better.
Good enough.
Keep it up.
Because that's another problem. So I do hope that they add something. The ideal is, like I said, you should be rewarded by the game. You should be able to, one way or another, be sure, and when I'm saying be sure, that you will get what you want, 100%. You can say, for example, I have in 1,500 kills, let's say, for example, I will get what I want. I can get it earlier, but if I don't get, when I reach that point, I'll get it exactly what I want.
I suppose I'm getting used to this.
For example, what I will say. Imagine that now I'm beating this monster here. Imagine that adding to the drops that I usually get from him, I will get. Well, I need to call it a name. Let's say enemy counter. It's enough. Enemy counter. That will work like a special currency. And for example, I have a place where I could get. I could use that currency to get a drop from him the way I want. Or they could say, that's very difficult. For example, I'm getting those drones. And imagine I was getting that enemy counter. I can go for a machine and re-roll one of the parts to get what I want.
Good enough.
Let's keep it up.
But not just increasing like they do, for example, on Diablo, increasing the same. increasing increasing the value of the reroll incrementally to astronomical values. I hate that. I think it's absurd.
They've seen us.
But okay. Or for example, I need. Let's just say I got a drone. I can use two other drones to reroll a part. So again, in one way or another, I will eventually get what I want, guaranteed. I could be lucky and have the monster drop exactly what I wanted, but eventually I could say that, let me do some calculation. So in 500 kills, I'm able to get what I want. At the very least. Let's say that's the worst case scenario.
They've seen us.
I still, I still think that you should be rewarded by the game. And another thing, something that about drops, is that the rarer the drop, rarity should be directly equivalent to power. Yeah. I remember when I played Borderlands 3, and once I played that game, I said, there isn't a single weapon in this game that I will give a drop rate less than 35%. There isn't a single weapon that I will give a drop rate lower than 35%. I don't think they deserve that power. They deserve a drop rate lower than that because of the power of the weapon. And usually, apart from the DLC tree, where we get the flipper, the Uncamped Herald, drop rates for legendaries is around supposedly 10%, but it's way lower than that because bosses and things like that have
They've seen us.
Good time to weaken them.
I think 2 possible dedicated drops, 2 or 3.
Is that it?
And when they roll a drop, they will roll. Will this fall on the range of the dedicated drops? Yes or no? That's the 10%. But then, yeah, we are inside the dedicated drop range. But inside that range, so the 10%, there are three drops to get possible 3 drops. So which means you haven't 10% to get the drop. You have way lower than that. And the thing is, there's the pearls that I never got any. I think I know that they were introducing in Borderlands 1.
They've spotted us.
And there are pearls of the same legendary. Supposedly they are a little bit stronger, but the drop rate is extremely lower than the legendary counterpart. What I'm saying is, if we will compare the drop rate of the normal legendary and the drop rate of the pearl, if it's 5 times lower, it should be around 5 times stronger. Seriously, because the problem with that is that a lot of times it doesn't even mean that it's stronger than the legendary counterpart, or is barely stronger. So seriously, is that point that does it really need to have a freaking drop rate so low when it's barely stronger than the?
How did they see us?
Than what I already have. It's like you play the lottery, play 5 euros, and what you can get if you win first prize is 6 euros. And but there's something so rare that you need to play week after every week for I don't know. And then once you finally get the first prize, we got 1 euro plus than what we invested on. That's the thing. And if you know lottery, the reason people try to play lottery is because, for example, you invest 5 years and you can get millions in return. That's why people invest. Again, rarity equivalent to reward. I said power because of the game, but the reward, the rarer something is, the higher the value. Or it should, or I think it should be like that. Same thing with the Diablo 4. They have the super Ubers when the game came out. Something really on the drop rates equivalent to winning the lottery. It was one in, I think, 50,000 or even more than that. And only once you starting at level 80 that you could possibly get that drop, if I'm not mistaken. But the thing is, that thing was so rare that for me, what I thought is, that thing is so rare. First of all, in normal case, you can play for the rest of your life, 30, 40, 50 years, and you'll never get never even see that drop. And because it was so rare, I said to me that if it was possible to get that thing at level 1, if you get at level 1, you should be able to beat the the Uber Lilies. That is the super hard boss on World 4. That is the at least was the strongest enemy in the game. I don't know if it is. That's why I say so. For it was very good items. The Uber uniques. But for their rarity, I think they are extremely weak. Wait, guys, we have 777s. Will it be now? Will it be now?
They've seen us.
Come on, be gentle, game. Be gentle, game.
Is that it? An exemplary battle.
Raise the counter. First of all, it's not a drone, but why? Why? It was only one more. Only to say I got it one. Duh, seriously. Game, be gentle with me. Please let me know your opinion about what I was talking about drop rates and things like that, chances, being rewarded by the game. I know it's a game, it's for past down. I want developers wanted to make drop rates lower, so to make you play the game for more time. I understand that, but there's a limit to which they can stretch your investment to get what you want.
They've seen us.
I really think that they should. There must be changes about that in the future. Not only in Borderlands, I'm talking about drop rates in games in general. This Xenoblade Chronicles X included. And I don't know how many hours I've been farming this, but there's a way to have
I suppose I'm
pretty accurate idea. Because I created a save once I reached the Volaris, before getting any of my party members, because I thought about doing a guide with the location for our party members. I didn't do that at the time I got to Volaris the first time. I do have the video where I get them, but I wanted to do maybe on the format of a guide, so it'd be quicker to be able to search the character exactly. And that was at the 297 hour mark. I'm reaching the 10 hours farming. Maybe not 10 hours, but more like 9 hours that I'm farming for that freaking drop. So yeah, let's just say between 8 and 9 hours. Until now, nothing. Well guys, I think this is enough for now. See you on the next episode. Like and subscribe, guys, don't forget, it helps a lot. Leave me a comment if you have anything to say. Let me know what you think about what I was talking about the drop rate and things like that. That maybe I think it's a an interesting topic to discuss. Like always, rest well, Zers out.